Kingdom kids. Let's go on an adventure.
CC, it's story time. CC, it's story time. CC always telling us stories. Pink hair and socks, so she's never boring. Whiteboard with the orange tie. You need a recap. Derek is your guy. Oh, with a flow so cold. Everybody get ready for adventure mode. Heather with the crew that's so disruptive. Hey, what's that? Friendly interruption. Kingdom kids, yeah, Kingdom kids. Kingdom kids, yeah, Kingdom kids.
Our last lesson was crazy. Just when I thought that everything was gonna be okay, something even crazier happened. And in this lesson, we're going to answer another great big question. Our great big question is, who speaks to us? Now, that may not make a lot of sense right now, but hopefully it will after we have our lesson. But first, we're gonna need a recap. Derek, do you got us covered?
Joseph was Jacob's favorite son and was one of 12 brothers. Jacob gave him gifts like a colorful robe. Now this made his other brothers jealous. But when Joseph told his brothers about his dreams and how it meant that his brothers would bow down to him, his brothers were really jealous, saying, "Do you think that you're gonna rule over us?" And they decided to kill him. But Joseph's older brother convinced them not to kill him. And instead, they threw him in a pit. They decided to sell him into slavery. Joseph was sent to Egypt and was bought by a man named Potiphar. God was with Joseph while he was a slave, and Potiphar, he placed him in a very high position. One day, Potiphar's wife, she falsely accused Joseph of attacking her, and he immediately threw Joseph into prison. Whew, I can't wait to see how this story ends. Well, take it away, Cece.
Like I said, that lesson was crazy! It almost reminds me of the time when my friend, Mr. Golf Ball, told me to make him a giant cake. But when I was putting the cake in the oven, it exploded all over the...
Interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you this friendly interruption. Please enjoy this riddle from our wonderful Dr. Richard.
Hello, Kingdom kids. Welcome to Riddles with Richard. Now, I want to see if you're inquisitive enough to figure this riddle out. Now, what has a face, hands, but can't smile or hold anything? Did you guess it? It's a clock! I bet you didn't get that one.
Oh man, I was so close to figuring that one out. It's fine, I'll get it next time. Back to Cece.
Whew, that was a hard one, Dr. Richard. I could not figure that one out. But now that that's over, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for...
Adventure Mode!
Joseph had just been put in jail after being wrongly accused of attacking Potiphar's wife. One night, two of the prisoners, Pharaoh's cupbearer and the baker, both had dreams, and they told Joseph about them. The cupbearer's dream meant that in 3 days, he would be let out of prison and return to the king's side. But the baker's dream meant that in 3 days, he would be put to death. Joseph asked the cupbearer to not forget him when he got out of prison, but the cupbearer forgot, and Joseph spent 2 more years in prison. 2 years later, Pharaoh had a dream. He was standing by the Nile River. 7 healthy cows came up out of the Nile, and they grazed on the marsh grass. Then 7 other sickly and unhealthy cows came up out of the river after them. The skinny cows ate the 7 healthy cows. Then Pharaoh woke up. When the morning came, he was upset. He sent for all the magicians of Egypt. Pharaoh told them his dreams, but they could not interpret them to him. Then the head cupbearer remembered Joseph and spoke up and told Pharaoh about how he interpreted his dream. God told Joseph what the dreams meant, and Joseph explained the dreams to Pharaoh. The dreams represent 7 years where plenty of food will grow, followed by 7 years of famine, which means that no food will grow. Pharaoh realized that God was with Joseph. So he made Joseph second in command over all of Egypt. And that's what we learned on
Adventure Mode!
It looks like things are turning around for Joseph. He was just in prison, and now he's second in charge over all of Egypt. Now, back to our great big question. When Joseph needed to decipher the dreams, like the cupbearers or the bakers or even Pharaoh's, Joseph didn't have superpowers to decipher their dreams. God was speaking to Joseph and telling him what their dreams meant. Without God, Joseph would never have been able to decipher Pharaoh's dreams and tell him that there was a huge famine coming. So, who speaks to us? God does. Well, that's all for today, Kingdom Kids. I'll see you next time. Bye!